Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hope you're well. It is just me at the moment. Angela is just finishing off from her previous show and will join us very, very shortly, I'm sure. Welcome to this Saturday morning. I don't know what it's like where you are. It's quite wet here at the moment, actually, but it's much needed, and it's definitely a lot cooler today because I know it's been quite hot everywhere during the week. And I've been stuck in a semi-air conditioned shop, but I have been able to duck in and out of offices to keep cool. And there's Claire. Good morning, Claire.
Hello.
How are you?
Bad. I was having a few technical issues, but I appear to be okay now. Good. Right. Marvellous.
Yes. So the technical issues are because they are doing a system upgrade at the moment. Hi, Angela.
I thought it was my end.
Yes, you. So sorry, I was just saying to everybody that the technical issues are because there is a system upgrade going on at the moment. They're halfway through and should be finished very, very shortly. So there we go. So if you're watching on replay and you haven't been able to join us, we do apologise. Unfortunately, we have no control over when they do the system upgrades. They do them overnight because they're in America, and obviously we're not in America, so we're in daytime. It's just unfortunate, and rather than move the sessions, we stick to our regular time. So Claire, I saw the lovely flash of your lovely mug.
Didn't they turn out well?
So what have you got in yours?
Coffee.
I've got a lovely cup of tea. Angela, what have you got?
Tea.
Good.
Yes, it was lovely.
You're very welcome, and thank you for co-hosting with us. And did you get your second part as well?
Right here. I have a book to go in it, or it to go in a book. So there you
Brilliant.
go.
Right. Shall we say some good mornings? Let's do good mornings so that Angela can finish eating. She's currently eating a chocolate fondant.
Oh, for breakfast. Nice.
Can I just say, not any chocolate fondant. When you stick a Magnum in it, the Magnum melts. I got the video from a very good friend, and I did it on the last show, on my gluten-free show. So if ever you get a chocolate fondant, get a mini Magnum or a proper size Magnum.
Okay. Yeah.
We've had all sorts. We've had pork pies and sausage rolls and fish finger sandwiches for breakfast.
Yeah, I don't do breakfast now on Saturday because I'm so full.
Right, let's say some good mornings. So we'll start with Tracy. Morning, Tracy.
Morning.
We have Sally. Morning, Sally.
Yeah.
We have Marion and Marion. Good morning, Marion. And Marion.
Hang on a minute, my mum.
Lindy.
My mum's saying hello. Mum.
Morning, Jean.
Hi.
We have Lindy. Good morning, Lindy.
Morning.
Yeah. We have Linda. Good morning, Linda. We have Judy. Morning, Judy. Jackie. Good morning, Jackie. We have Grace. Good morning, Grace.
Morning.
And we have Brigitte. Good morning, Brigitte. So while Angela's still eating, I'll go straight to music. Oh, someone else has just joined. Let's see who that is. Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. I kind of taken a bit of a liberty for this morning's music. So for those of you that are well informed, today would have been London Pride, and this is a very big anthem for the gay community. So happy non-Pride Day to everybody out there. And so we're going to play a really big song, and quite apt actually given the weather. So ladies, if you put yourself
Sorry, yeah.
Nice
You'd
one.
normally have been round on Friday, Robert, and you're not there. It's such a shame that Pride's not on, but hey ho, next year.
But if Pride was on, I wouldn't be here with you, lovely ladies, and our Gogglefrogs friends.
Of course, we're glad. We're glad it's not on today now.
Well, it is only temporary. You'll be back next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, so my mum's come to sit with us as well.
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome. Right, so let's do chat. So Brigitte says good morning.
Morning.
Marion says good morning, it's raining, yippee. Lindy says good morning, nice and cooler today. Grace says good morning. Marion says hi, Claire. Judy says morning all. Brigitte says yes, it's raining and cooler, so better for knitting. And must be in the second half then, as I have no issues this morning. Yes, so if you've just joined us, we have said that there are some systems issues because it's being upgraded. So apologies if you've not been able to get in, but at least there is the replay still. Well, actually, we hope, because they haven't said there's no replay. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Jackie says morning all. Brigitte says good morning, Jean.
Good morning.
Jackie says having morning coffee out of my Gogglefrogs mugs. Oh, lovely, Jackie. Welcome.
Yeah.
Dawn says hi, everyone. Lindy says morning, Angela's mum. Sorry to have missed the cooking session. We'll do catch up as it sounds rather intriguing.
Oh no, it's fine. Good fun.
Trisha says morning, folks. Morning, Trisha. Jackie says love this song, one of my favourites. Dawn says I love it too. Brigitte says makes a change from cats and dogs. Absolutely. Claire says as a kid I like seeing big women being fabulous on telly. Another bit of positive representation.
Yep. It was my earliest memory.
And oh wow!
It's my earliest memory of seeing big women on telly being fabulous.
Oh.
Isn't it amazing?
It made me go, oh.
Isn't it amazing how every day when we play this music, it brings up so many different memories for so many different people of different things. Dawn agrees with you, Claire, on so many levels. Brigitte says, Claire, I agree. Marion says, definitely agree, ladies. Lindy says, never seen that before, but absolutely fabulous. Marion says, must go to a Pride one year. There are lots of them up and down the country, Marion, so you'd be more than welcome at any of them, I'm sure. Janet has just joined and says, hi, everyone. Hi, Janet. And David is here as well. Good morning,
David.
David.
Good morning. So you can't say, Robert, good morning, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen.
What? Okay. I didn't say it.
No, you were referring to me and Claire. That's fine. Don't worry. But it's really nice that we have everybody, absolutely everybody.
And good morning, everybody on replay as
well.
Yeah, I don't think we did that.
Excellent.
What a happy song for the start of the day.
Very good.
It is, yeah.
What are you working on, Robert? Not seen that yet.
So this is the same shawl that I made for Angela, but I'm doing it in a lace weight.
Oh, lovely.
And it looks very orangey, but it's not. It's very
Fair
pink.
enough.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love those colours.
Yeah, I love how it's growing up slowly, and it'll be interesting to see how far this remnant of the ball goes.
Oh.
Brill, how about you, Angela?
I picked this one up again. So it's still there. I finished the workday scarf last week at some point. I don't know when. And I cancelled Secret Project and I need to go back to the beginning because I didn't like anything. So that's on take number. I don't know what now. So yeah.
And Claire, during the song, I saw a flash of charcoal. Does that mean you've gone back to
the I am sat here. I'm actually sewing up.
Hey!
but it's something that needs a bit of space and elbow room, and it's not necessarily something I can pick up and put down, and it gets immensely tedious after a couple of hours. So I don't get to do a great deal during the week anymore. So but that'll be remedied in about 3 weeks or so. But yes, so I am sewing up. So I'm sewing these up into pairs, and then I'll sew the pairs into fours and just generally let it grow that way. But it's.
And how are you joining them together? Are you sewing? Are you crocheting?
Sewing. I wanted a kind of invisible seam, so I opted for the sew. But it. Oh, here's one I prepared earlier. Oh, hang on. So as you can see, it kind of comes together.
Yeah.
Nice, aren't
they? They look lovely.
So I didn't actually want to see a very obvious seam in the middle. I wanted it kind of to blend. So that's why I've opted for the sewing up. So
Stunning, clever, aren't they?
But yes, this past couple of days I didn't actually want to go near yarn for a while.
Why?
Too warm.
Okay.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I totally get that.
Too warm. Got hot and sticky and grumpy.
Yeah, I was going up to the top bedroom because there's 2 big windows up there. So
Yeah.
it blew cool across the top. It was even too hot up there. It was just silly.
It's not
So we have all the windows open even though it's raining, just to try and change the air in our little home. So let me know if you can, hear the background noise of the traffic outside. But
this morning I needed sugar, so I went to the shop at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it was just lovely walking out. It was still humid, but it was just so nice not to be so hot.
Yeah.
So long may this continue and just give us a
well,
little bit.
It's all meant to be returning kind of to our British summer normal next week. So
How is it?
allegedly. So but there we go.
Oh. So I don't know if anybody else is starting any new projects soon. Have you got anything new that you're thinking of doing, Claire, after you've done the blanket?
Okay, well, what I've still got the corner to corner to finish off, but that shouldn't take long. That was the kind of a scarf. It won't be big enough to be a wrap, but it'll certainly be a triangle scarf arrangement. I've still got my green wingspan crochet. That's still rumbling along in the background, but that's easier to pick up and put down, so I might leave that one as a pick up and put down project. Do you remember the blue hand-dyed yarn I showed you last week?
I most certainly do remember that.
I'm looking for something to do with that. So either a loose holey top, summer top, to go over a dress, perhaps, or some sort of bolero or cardigan. But it's got to be sort of loose with a really big stitch, say a 10 mil crochet hook or something large, because there's not a massive amount of yarn. And I just wanted it a bit of a, I don't know, I suppose a cover up rather than a proper knitted top.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I kind of got a vague idea of what I'm looking for, but I haven't found it yet. And I might be making something up. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's one of those occasions where I wish I bought more of it now, but there wasn't actually any more of that to buy. So I had to make do with what I could get hold of. But I've got several summer dresses that are blue, but have fairly thin straps, so could do with going something over the top. But I don't want it too thick. So.
Oh, that's good.
Could you have a complimentary
Sorry?
colour? Could you have a complimentary colour?
Potentially, but I'm not sure I want to. I don't know. I'll think about that. Thank you. I'm not sure what I would add. But yeah, I'll think about that one.
Maybe a cream or a pale yellow.
I'm thinking also what I had planned to wear it with as well, which are mostly blue. So yellow would be quite shouty, but I was thinking of maybe white or cream. Yeah, I'll think about it. I will see what I have planned to do with it. See if I can find a pattern, see how much extra I might need, and then work it that way.
Was it a 400-meter one?
Yeah, well, they were both 100 grams, so yeah, so it's around about. Oh, actually, there's probably more meterage than I had thought.
What type of wool is it?
It is mostly merino.
You know, I mean the thickness. So
DK double knitish.
Right. So 100 grams of double knit is approximately 400 meters.
Right. Oh, it's more of that than I thought then.
Let me just double check. No, sorry, about 300 meters.
Still more than I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, I put it away in the cupboard now because things need to get put away around here. Otherwise, I'm falling over them. But I'll dig it back out and have a read of the labels. Okay, a few comments while I was rabbiting on. Hang on, let me scroll back up again. So Janet says, hi everyone. Lindsay says about my, that's looking stunning. The overall effect is going to be amazing when you've got all the squares together. I hope so. Thank you, Lindy. But as with most of my work, even my prep work, it looks better when you look at it from a distance. It's just the way I generally play with colour and shape. Marion says, on my screen, part of your squares have a lovely bluey tinge. Well, some of the grey is a little bit of a bluey grey. So that's quite interesting. Brigitte says, we needed the rain. Our water butts were empty again. Yeah, we really did need the rain, actually. Brigitte also says, if I remember correctly, I don't think that yarn would suit a complementary colour. I kind of think you might be right, but it's something I'm still thinking about. Lindy says, is there anything in the summer dresses that would give an extra pop to the blue? I'll have another look, but actually one of them I don't think so, because they're mostly shades of blue. But we'll see. It's something I'm thinking of. I might not actually need more yarn now, coming to think about it, but we'll see. But anyway, I've got enough to think about right now. So that will be a summer holidays project, I think. But there we go. So there we go. Right. So that's another one. Yay.
It's all shades of grey. Grey.
See, here we go.
My mum's just asked how long it takes, Claire. How long it's taking you?
Taking into account. Well, I started it at the beginning of lockdown, so I started it at the end of March. However, there have been some weeks where I've worked on it almost constantly, and there are some weeks that I haven't seen it for ages. This has been one of those weeks. So I can't tell you how many hours it's been put into it. Probably not that many, because once I get going, I get my head down and get crocheting. But I have been picking it up and putting it down as the past 3 months have gone. So potentially 3 months, but I've been doing lots of other things in between.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
So Brigitte says, Judy made a kind of shrug cardigan shawl thing that might be a good way to use the yarn. Yes, that's sort of what I have in mind as well. So we will see. I was kind of looking for a pattern, so other than that, it might be a sort of a poncho-y type thing, maybe. Don't know yet. Sorry?
The poncho
Yeah.
looks nice.
But in a very loose crochet, so there's big holes.
Yeah.
Something along those.
You could even make like a cape and buy another like a blue DK feathery furry to put a trim on the edge of it.
Yeah. Cape. Now there's the thing.
Mm.
I'm glad I've brought it up now.
In that cat book that I bought, there's a pattern for a caplet as well.
Yeah.
Like the smaller coat, isn't it? But that's got like a bow at the front. And whilst there are cat designs in it, you could just ignore the designs.
Yeah. I suppose I'm just looking for inspiration at the moment. But I'll have a dig through my books as well. I might as well put them to some good use rather than as decoration.
David suggesting a kimono type garment.
That would be lovely, but I'm not sure I've got enough. Yeah, potentially. We'll see. At the moment, I'm just getting some general ideas so that, because the problem is surfing Ravelry is very difficult unless you can actually come up with some sort of search term because there's so much of it. So, yeah, so I'm thinking about what to search for. I will have a rummage in my books. Oh, Dawn has stuck up a link. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's handy. Oh, hello there.
Want to show?
Yeah, hang on a sec. I will do that. Right. Dawn has stuck up a link. Let me put it up there. I rather like this. Hang on a sec. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. There we go. Yeah. That's quite the thing.
Oh,
That's lovely.
That's a really good shout, Dawn. Thank you very much. I will have a proper look at that. Yeah, something along those lines, I think.
Yeah.
Good. I will download that later.
Oh. Yeah, I need to take that link as well because I think it's really nice.
well, I'll tell you what then, why don't we? Oops. I just stuck it in Gogglefrogs.
Wonderful. Well done.
There we go, folks. The link is now in Gogglefrogs if you guys
Oh,
hear.
thank you.
So, have I missed anything this week? I've been seeing all the pictures of the assorted merch deliveries.
Oh, yes. So, if you are awaiting a delivery, everything went out yesterday, so you should receive it today or Monday. I have to say that some of yesterday's have already been delivered. So thank you for your patience. And there is still lots left. We haven't sold out of. The only things we've sold out of are the drawstring backpacks. There are about 6 or 7 mugs left. So yes, please do let us know if you want anything.
Oh, wow.
Everybody seems to be enjoying it.
Oh, I didn't see the drawstring backpack. It's probably a good thing I didn't.
Sadly, Claire, there were only 2. We bought them just for me and Angela, And then at the very last minute, we said, should we try them? And they went very quickly, but we have ordered
Lovely.
more.
Thank you very much. I may well be interested in a notebook, because I like notebooks, and a drawstring backpack when they come back in. Give me a shout, let me know, and we shall come to an arrangement.
I just love my little bookmark.
Yeah.
I've searched so long to try and keep a track of where I am on patterns. And just the fact that when I finish a row and I go off, I can just stick that sticky note on the row that I'm on, or underneath the one that I need to start on, and then I can come back and do that. And certainly when you're doing like 12-row repeat, so it's exactly what I needed, but I could never find in the past.
No, it's brilliant. You can imagine how many post-it notes I get through. So it was just the ticket.
Yeah, perfect. Oh,
Good. I'm glad we could
Yeah,
help.
absolutely.
Yeah. So just need to find some different problems to solve.
Yeah.
Like, why did we not have this before to help us with our crafting?
Well, the original post-it note was effectively a failed attempt at inventing a new glue.
Oh,
Really?
It was actually born out of the failure of another project, but they did discover what it would do. It would stick and unstick. So then they found a new use for it, and then it's one of those inventions that there's a few things that I really wish I invented or had something to do with, and a post-it note is one of them because it's just incredible in its simplicity, and it's just yeah. And they eventually found, well, they effectively found a market for it. It's one of those things that you never knew you couldn't live without.
Yeah, and it is. Nobody knows his name, but everybody knows he's called Mr. Post-it Note. Everyone knows who he is by that.
Yeah. So I even have giant ones.
I've never seen giant ones.
They're in Tiger. I have shopping lists which are post-it notes.
Post-it notes.
Yeah, I've got loads of them. I think they're brilliant.
Oh.
The really good thing about this as well is it's not just got the post-it notes on it. It is a bookmark,
absolutely,
and it also has a ruler on it as well. So if you don't ever have to measure and you just need to measure, what did we say? Less than 13 centimeters or less than 5 inches. You've also got that with it as well. And we loved them as soon as we saw them, didn't we, Angela?
Yeah. It was we've got to have them.
We were like, something very unusual and very unique now, and then we just So and then just a reminder, folks, there's the notebook that comes in this lovely sleeve. It's very much like the moleskins in that it folds completely flat. As you can see, there's a lovely yellow ribbon to hold your place. You get the elastic as well, and then it also has the expanding pouch
excellent
to put things in. And then lastly, because you've seen the mugs already today, we have this bag, which is, for those that have had them, have said they're really quite big, and you can put a lot in them. They've got the zip on as well, and they've got an expanding bottom. Second time this week I've said that.
You keep saying it.
But also inside it's got this pouch, which is also zipped.
Little pocket to put your bits in.
And accessories.
Huh?
So, yes.
Brilliant.
And that was another one. We've looked at hundreds and hundreds of bags.
We did.
And as soon as we saw that one, it's just like, I like that one. But we had contacted people in Belgium who design the bags for a certain chocolate shop where we buy our chocolates. We've gone all over the place. So, hey ho, we really like them. Yeah, yeah.
Well, the shopping for things must have been fun, doing the research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what, every time we just seem to come across something from nowhere. Like when we've been looking for days and days and days on something else, suddenly we'd stick in a new search engine and we'd see either a different company or a different product, and that was it. But it just takes so much time to find the right things. But I think with all of them, we were happy because you always think, what's it going to be like when we receive it in the flesh? And when we actually got them, they were nicer.
I was very, very worried. I just realised I haven't got my T-shirt on today. Oh well, sorry, folks. When we placed the order, I was very worried about the mugs, and the company that we ordered from was so helpful. In the middle of my lunch break, they emailed me very quickly the mock-up for it the day after, to show me what it was going to look like. So they were fantastic.
Yeah, the mugs have turned out really, really well, actually. I love the fact that it's yellow on the inside and the handle. I thought that's it's a really nice detail, rather than just being slapped on a white mug. So the mug. I was very pleased with
that. Right, shall we go to the Facebook page?
Yeah.
See what people have been posting. Just a quick refresh. Okay, so Marion has posted my recent purchases from Hobby. The purple is lovely, but a bit darker than I expected, and the green is gorgeous. The shawl pins were a lovely freebie.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. If that purple and green are going together, they're going to look lovely.
Wow.
And then there's the shawl pins. Gorgeous. Very lucky, Marianne. Okay. Then we have Show It Off Saturday from Marion. Brought buttons, but they were too big, so finished bar the buttons. Oh, wow. That looks lovely, Marion. Well done.
Beautiful.
David, for Pride Meet Pearl the Drag Queen, I created a few years ago. Oh, spectacular.
Love, love, love.
Brilliant. Well done. Let's go down. Oh. Brigitte, second foot on the needles, the superwash 75% merino from A Knit Away. Knits up lovely. Love the colours. Yes, I love the colours as well. I love the pink fleck in it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Put a comment on that earlier, basically saying it's even more lovely when knitted up. It always amazes me how different sometimes a yarn can look on the ball and when it's knitted up. And I think it looks nicer on knit than it does on the ball, even though the ball is still nice.
Dawn's posted, Love Crafts have some beautiful animal embroidery cross-stitch kits in their sale today. I really love Unshat Dan's Laguil kits, but I have too many kits to start finish already. Also love the Hawthorne Handmaids. Sorry, jumped too far. Hawthorne Handmaids. How adorable is this dormouse? Maybe they could sneak. Maybe they should sneak on my Christmas list. Absolutely, I love that dormouse. He's beautiful. And then Angela, something totally new for me. What do you think? I've just ordered this kit from Bar MU. I think that's going to be beautiful.
Yes, I didn't know they did that. I'm going to have to look those up.
It's long stitch, isn't it?
It's what?
Is that long stitch?
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is. When I got the email through yesterday,
Yeah.
I think it was yesterday or the day before, I think it was Thursday, it said that the rainbow's done out of French knots. And I just thought, I know how to do a French knot, so I'll buy it. And when you press buy and you think, oh, is this going to be about 50, 60 quid? £15, which I think is amazing value. So they're putting all of the whatever yarn it is together and sending it out. So hopefully it will have something printed on it, but if not, I'm just going to have to make it. So yeah, but it's based on the little farm that's in the middle of the M62. So you go, when you travel from Yorkshire over to Manchester, you have to go past this little farm. And the farmer refused to move when they built the M62, so they had to build the motorway around it one way and the other way. And then the little tunnels for all the sheep and the cows to go through. So it's really cute. It's just bizarre. Yeah. So I just thought it was unique. And I love the rainbow because I haven't actually done a rainbow yet. So I thought that would be really nice to hang it up in a window.
Oh, lovely. Tracy says this one looks fun, can change the colours. Oh, yes, we've been talking about frogs.
Ah. Oh.
I love that pattern.
Yeah.
It might be too nice with eyelashes on, do you think? For a true Gogglefrogger?
Not sure. I like it.
Yeah, I don't think so, but we can try it. I think that's the inspiration for that last picture.
No, that said that at 10 o'clock yesterday, when Gogglefrogs is normally on, Tracy spotted that frog in her garden.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the little frog appeared.
Oh.
So it must have known it was normally Gogglefrog. What's happening? I've appeared. It's Friday. We don't do Gogglefrogs on a Friday, but the frog arrived.
Jackie's posted her parcel that arrived.
That's fabulous.
The merch. Have you seen this, Angela? Marion tagged you in a post about a cookbook.
I bought it.
What?
Surprise. Dawn says the Rico yarn is interesting, a bit strange to knit with at first. Have to watch out for the individual strands. Rapper says 3.5 needles, but didn't look right, so using 2.75 just to make things more difficult. But it's knitting up nicely. It does look lovely, Dawn.
I'm going to have to look at this pattern, you know.
Yeah, I've printed it off. I'm yet to do it. Deborah posted yesterday, here's a picture of the pattern and the yarn as promised. The pink is actually more subtle than it looks here. Thank you for that, Deborah. And then I think we're back to old posts. Yes, we are. There we go. So that is Gogglefrogs.
Excellent. Oh, something else to show you while I'm here. Actually, tell you what, we'll do some comments while we're all still in context.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about the merch. Slightly pre-merch. So we were talking about my plans for my blue. Judy had made a nice shrug cardigan. And they were talking about the fact that it wasn't a pattern. So Judy says, I'd forgotten about that. I'll find it and post a picture. Thank you. No pattern, just from my head. Beware. No, that's absolutely fine. I like a bit of creativity. Marion says, I think I'll have a mug. Linda, I would like a backpack when they come in. Marion, the notebooks are fab. Super. Lindy says, I think the bookmark is going to be so useful. Such a clever idea. And again, so simple in conception. Yeah, totally right. It's it's a superb thing. Love the post-it notes in all shapes and sizes. I like the ruler. You never have a ruler or measuring thing around when you need one.
How often do you have a pattern now where you pick up a pattern, often expensive ones, and there's no ruler on it? And the cheaper patterns, there's always like a ruler on it. So, yeah.
Fair enough. I will notice that now. So talk about merch. Order for the backpacks have been placed. We'll let you know when they arrive. Lindy says, I'm amazed you've been finding such brilliant things at such a difficult time. Yeah, well, I mean, anyone who does mail order is probably desperate to get some sales at the moment. Brigitte says, I love my Gogglefrog stuff. Jackie says, lovely seeing you guys today. Lovely seeing you too, Jackie. I have to go, joining up with local knitting ladies on Zoom. Have a lovely weekend and look forward to seeing you on Saturday. So super.
Bye, Jackie.
Says the poncho pattern is only a chart, no written instructions. That's fine by me. I was just looking for inspiration. So Jackie says, so do I, to producer about comment up thread. Anne says, morning, Anne.
Hi, Anne.
We were talking about Facebook. So that yarn is gorgeous and the little dress so cute, Marion. So that's about Marion's purple and green. David, Lindy was talking to David. Your pearl, the mermaid, reminds me of a fluval mermaid I did a few years ago for a seaside initiative by a lady in Devon. Oh, superb. I was saying to Dawn about the poncho pattern that I said, thanks, I'm sure it'll work out. Largely after intro, given my talent for following patterns, I may well be winging it anyway. Yeah, I'm not the world's greatest pattern follower. Marion says about the yarn, I'm not knitting two yarns together. I bought them for separate projects. Well, they were a joy to look at all the same. Tracy says, I haven't been out to see if my own Gogglefrog has appeared today as it's raining. Well, he may well be enjoying the weather.
I've just been reminded, as we were talking about mermaids, of so today should be no, not today, isn't it? No, it's July is normally the carnival, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
carnival.
The Leighton Buzzard one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's normally the last day of July, isn't it? Oh, that's the Canal Festival's last Saturday in July. So, do you remember the Canal Festival a few years ago when Colette dressed up as a mermaid in a knitted mermaid outfit?
Yeah.
That was so funny. I didn't actually go, but I remember seeing the picture.
It was so hot, so boiling hot, and bless her, she had that mermaid outfit on that looked wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it was so
And it
good
was
as well.
Ash's boat, wasn't it? Her barge, and Ola Wizard donated, or lent her our knitted things, from rats to giant orange octopus, mushrooms, toadstools, all sorts. It was amazing, really, really lovely.
Yes, Marion says that's got to be 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, it was ago.
I think it's longer than that.
Ash's octopus appeared, well, or the octopus on Ash's boat.
Yeah.
No
Oh.
Lindy says she misses coming up for the Canal Festival.
The next time it's on, you'll have to come up, Lindy, so
Yeah.
we can see you there. And we'll have a knit tour or something. We'll have a Gogglefrogs event.
Well, on the plus side, though, lockdown is relaxing a little bit more next week, next Saturday. So if anybody's got any stopover plans, B&Bs and things like that are opening back up again. So if anybody's got any, we have a cabin in the woods booked for a long weekend, which I can't wait. So that's at the end of July. And, perhaps you could start planning for any knitting events that we go away for? Because your friend has a B&B on the East Coast, hasn't they?
Yes. So my friend Ross has got the Ladybird Guest House in Great Yarmouth, and I think it's 2 rows back from the beach. Oh, 1 row back from the beach. So we are going to create a knitting getaway there. So we'll see when she's opening up again.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So I'm sure we can work something out there.
Yeah. And Brigitte says the Magnificent Seven tour is on. That was exactly what I was thinking about, but I couldn't quite remember what you called it. Absolutely. I'm so excited for you.
Oh.
So let's have a look. But Marion kindly pointed out that the Canal Festival clashes with Fibre East. Well, I suppose we can do 1 day at each. Brigitte says Canal Festival always clashes with Fibre East, unfortunately. Lindy says that could be quite something. I have happy memories of doing some weird and wonderful things for it, courtesy of Jane B and Judith M. So that's Jane Barton and Judith Morley. Yeah. Well, next year, because all of this is only temporary, we shall see what we can gather together for it.
We will do.
Talked about Magnificent Seven. Thank you, Claire. You have no idea how excited I am. I can understand how excited you are, because it has been something that has been potentially postponed, and we haven't. Let's face it, we haven't been out much, so any thought of getting away from it all is quite fabulous. So, but yeah, we have a cabin in the woods near Bury St Edmunds booked for 3 nights, and you have no idea how excited I am about that as well. So much so, we booked it again for another 3 weeks, another 3 nights in August as well. But
that sounds delightful.
I know, right? It's not a big holiday, but I've been mostly in this house and working in this house. So the thought of even just driving an hour and a half back in that direction, far enough to be somewhere else, but not so far it's a pain in the neck to get there. And just to have
I know what you mean.
a bit of outdoors and fresh air and just being somewhere else for a while fills my little heart with joy.
Gary's going a bit stir crazy as well. So he's got 2 weeks until he's on holiday. We're going to try and see if we can just find somewhere to just disappear to for a few nights.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Well, we booked it a while ago because it was always looking like that the self-contained and the self-catering was probably going to be open. But now it looks like the B&Bs and hotels and things can open as well. So you might have more luck finding a quiet B&B somewhere. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's just the thought of getting away and being somewhere else for a bit is quite delicious.
Oh.
So even if I just sit on the decking and crochet for 3 days, that sounds fabulous.
Yeah. It's just being away, isn't it? And going away. Because not that people have any real desire to, but it's because we've all been stopped from doing it. And you've had to cancel so much as well, haven't you, Claire?
Yeah.
That the fact it's now starting, it's just like, where can I go?
Yeah.
Where can I get booked in? Where can I just walk where I want to? And being in the woods as well, you don't have to worry about being too close to people, do you?
Well, yes. Our little cabin is about 80 foot away from the next cabin. Behind me. It's just a little enclave of self-contained little units and pods and things. So, we are so looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, this time of year, we're not usually here much. So, we have a little home, but our little home was largely so that we've got somewhere to be while we're not working. But we didn't intend to live in it quite as much as we have. So anyway, So Judy says, I've booked a week in Cromer at the end of August. Brilliant. We'll certainly pop over to Sheringham. Oh, superb. I haven't been to Cromer since I was a kid. Lindy says, the Magnificent Seven has been booked for a year and it's going to be the first thing I'll be going to that hasn't cancelled, postponed or put on hold until 2021. Yeah, good. I am so pleased that it's still on the go.
Oh,
Excellent. No, I'm really pleased for you.
I think my mum's getting really tired because of all the chocolate and fish finger sandwiches that we've eaten this morning.
Oh, super.
Is it warm out?
No.
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 Right. I won't be around next Saturday because remember I was telling you about the fabric shop round here that's closing?
Yes.
Down by Freya's in the Goat Centre. Well, I've made an appointment to go in and have a bit of a shop, and it's going to be next Saturday morning.
Ooh,
So,
enjoy.
I will, yes, try and join you some other time, but I shall report on what I might possibly have bought. So there you go.
Can't wait.
Be a roving reporter.
Right, so Brigitte says, I don't need big holidays anymore. Magnificent Seven tour and Sheringham do me. Anne says we should have been in Scotland this week, but the resort is still closed. Dawn said we'd love to go away, but our favourite areas have been treated so badly by day trippers. It kind of puts
I can
you
imagine. But try and find somewhere else maybe that need the business. Yeah, might be an opportunity to do some exploring. But yes, I'm really angry about the Dorset beaches.
No, everybody rammed there and then left loads of stuff. Yeah. My mum was just asking about why you were angry about it. It's
angry about it because it's effectively my home county. It's where my parents live.
Yeah.
So
very irresponsible people who
totally. Right. Linda asked what the Magnificent Seven tour is. Shall we try, or somebody put it in the chat box? There is a crowd that go on effectively a yarn trip to the Cotswolds, I believe. And they're called.
I think they go somewhere different.
Oh,
every
right.
year.
Okay.
They find different places and just go around the country that's travelable. That's a reasonable distance for everybody.
Mm.
So, but it's called Magnificent Seven because there are 7 of them that go.
Magnificent Seven.
they always have a lovely time, don't they?
Yeah.
They do.
Hmm.
Yeah, they really do. So Brigitte says 7 of us go to a house and indulge our needles and little trips out. Lindy says the pictures of Bournemouth were extremely disgusting and unbelievable. So, right, folks, we are at 11 o'clock.
Oh,
So I won't be back until Thursday, I'm afraid.
that's quite all right. So I will be here.
No, Wednesday evening.
We're doing Wednesday evenings, aren't we? I was just double checking. I think that's something that changed. So we will both see you on Wednesday evening. I will be back on Monday and Tuesday as usual. However, the following week, a Monday may be out because I've got that hair appointment on the Monday down in Leighton Buzzard. So if I'm up here, which I may be, I need to travel down to Leighton Buzzard, to Hemel Hempstead for my hair appointment, and I may need to drive back. So there may be not any the following week, but Monday and Tuesday this week, 10 a.m. as usual.
Well, in that case then, so that we don't disappoint, that Monday is the first day of my holiday, so there will be a Gogglefrogs. So we will keep going.
I will try and drop in Thursday or maybe a Monday, but I'll have to see how work goes because I'm doing a big handover to somebody else. So we'll see.
No, ready to leave. Yeah.
It will happen one way, by hook or by crook. We'll have quite a few sessions as usual, and if not, the frog will appear in Tracy's garden.
Right, everybody, whatever you've got planned, have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you all again soon. Thank you for joining us, Jean.
Bye.
Bye.